Hello everyone, welcome again to live session of Manolaw classes. I am Dinesh Kumar and I will discuss the Hindu newspaper today. So we will come to the most important news of today's. So the most important news on the first page is anti-lynching bills passed by 4 states hanging fire. So first of all we will understand the meaning of anti-lynching bill. So you may be aware, so there is a problem of mob lynching, or there was issue of mob lynching. So mob means crowd, lynching means killing. When the crowd kills a person in any reason or because of any communal reason, then it is called mob lynching. So this offense has not been defined under IPC. So if a crowd has killed any person in the offense of mob lynching, then generally we use the provisions of section 300 and section 302 of IPC. Now we will understand section 300 and 302 of IPC. So basically section 300 provides for the definition of murder. So if some of the person have killed one individual or two individuals on the basis of any communal problem or in relation to any matter that is related to any religion, then it is known as mob lynching. So but Parliament did not enacted any law so far in this regard, but 4 states have enacted law regarding mob lynching, and the first state is Jharkhand, second is Manipur, third is Rajasthan, and fourth is West Bengal. So here you need not to go into the detail. So first of all you should understand, now we are covering all the matter relating to mob lynching in the murder and culpable homicide, because we are not having any separate definition of mob lynching as an offense. Similarly, the 4 states have passed bill in this regard, and now these bills are not in the shape of act. मैं समझता हूँ आप समझते होंगे what's the difference between bill and act. So when these bill will get the consent of the respective governor, then only these bill will become act. So this passage from this mob lynching is expected in your coming examination of CLAT and ILAT. So be careful. Now we come to next. This is political news, and this is regarding controversy. So we just go into this, but this will not be important for you. India slams communal mindset of OIC over remark of on hijab law. So all of you are aware there is a problem regarding hijab in the state of Karnataka. So उसी के regarding OIC ने एक statement दिया है. OIC की full form क्या है? Organization of Islamic Cooperation. So ये मुस्लिम कंट्रीज की एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, and this organization has given a remark regarding hijab controversy. So our concerned ministry has given reply to this. So this is the communal issue, and you will not be asked any question regarding this, but you should be aware about the OIC. So you should be aware about the full form of OIC and its function, etc. Now the second most important information is SC to hear legal tussle over services on March 3. So basically there is a dispute between the central government and the Delhi. All of you are aware that Delhi is a union territory with special status. तो दिल्ली एक यूनियन टेरिटरी है, और आप सभी जानते हैं कि ऑल द यूनियन टेरिटरीज comes directly under the President of India, and President is authorized to administer any union territory either directly or through the officer subordinate to him. So President या तो दिल्ली को directly administer कर सकते हैं या through the officer subordinate to him, means like Lieutenant Governor. तो Lieutenant Governor is an officer subordinate to President. अब क्वेश्चन यहां पर ये आता है Earlier this was also a controversy that who is the real boss of Delhi. Delhi का real boss कौन है? Basically we are also having legislative assembly in Delhi, और legislative assembly में कौन होते हैं? Elected representative. So Shri Arvind Kejriwal ji is the chief minister of Delhi and he is the elected representative. Simultaneously Shri Anil Baijal ji is the lieutenant governor of Delhi. Now question arises, who has the more power in this regard? Since its basic nature is of union territory, क्योंकि इसका जो basic nature है वो union territory का है, so in the controversy which took place in 2018, Honorable Supreme Court has given the decision that this lieutenant governor is the real boss of Delhi. But now a further controversy arose, and that controversy is regarding the service matters, means who will have the administrative control upon the various services. So यहाँ पर क्वेश्चन ये है कि जो दिल्ली में बहुत सारी सर्विसेज होती हैं, सर्विसेज मीन्स यहाँ पर IAS ऑफिसर्स हैं, IPS ऑफिसर्स हैं एंड एनी अदर ऑफिसर्स लाइक जो इसके दिल्ली गवर्नमेंट के डिपार्टमेंट हैं, सो उसमें किसका कंट्रोल होगा? सो ऑनरेबल सुप्रीम कोर्ट विल डिसाइड दिस मैटर on 3rd March, but this matter was also taken into consideration by the division bench on 14th February 2019, and in this case Honorable Supreme Court, especially Justice A.K. Sikri ji and Ashok Bhushan, gave their opinion that if the matter is relating to the secretary, head of the department and joint secretary, then lieutenant governor will have the more power in this regard. But if the matter is relating to the Danish means Delhi Andaman Nicobar Island civil services, so basically this is the civil services of Delhi only, and it is like PCS examination. तो जैसे यूपी में PCS एग्जामिनेशन होता है, राजस्थान में PCS एग्जामिनेशन होता है, इन दिल्ली वी हैव द कंसेप्ट ऑफ दानिश, इट मीन्स दिल्ली एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव निकोबार दिल्ली अंडमान निकोबार आइलैंड सिविल सर्विसेज. So in this matter Council of Minister will have the more power. So now I think you understood, if the matter relate to the secretary or the home department or the joint secretary, these are the IS officer, so lieutenant governor will be entitled to take the decision in this regard. But if the matter relate to the Danish, that is a state level services, in this case the Council of Minister will have the power. So now we come to next. Dear students, you should read only those news which are time saving and which are important from your examination point of view, because now your examinations are very near, so you cannot afford to waste your time. Now I will discuss with you the concept of positive secularism. India has positive secularism. Petitioner tell Karnataka High Court. So basically, first of all we will understand the meaning of secularism, then we will differentiate between the positive secularism and negative secularism. So secularism means India as a state does not have its own religion. भारत as a state, भारत का अपना कोई religion नहीं है, ठीक है. Now and it will give equal respect to all the religion in our country. Now this concept of secularism is based upon the concept of सर्वधर्म संभावा, means सारे धर्म हमारे देश में मिलकर एक साथ रह सकते हैं. Moreover, earlier before the at the time of enactment of the Constitution of India, we were not having the word secularism in our preamble or in our Constitution of India, but this word was inserted by the 42nd Constitutional Amendment. So basically now a petition has been filed in the Karnataka High Court regarding the hijab controversy, and in this case Honorable Karnataka High Court held that India has a positive secularism. So positive secularism means India can put some limitations for the discipline matter, but these are not purely on the basis of religion. सो यहाँ पर दो एस्पेक्ट होते हैं, एक पॉजिटिव सेक्युलरिज्म और एक होता है नेगेटिव सेक्युलरिज्म. सो नेगेटिव सेक्युलरिज्म मीन्स डूइंग समथिंग रॉन्ग विद इंटेंशन and discriminating with the people on the basis of religion. And positive secularism means taking any decision which is for the welfare of the society and this is not concerned with the particular religion. So here it is important for you to know the meaning of secularism or positive secularism. Now we come to this news, setting right the focal point of Jammu and Kashmir tribal politics. So this is important from your examination point of view, and this is relating to the news in the Jammu and Kashmir. So basically all of you are aware that before 2019 or before 5 August 2019, Article 370 was applicable in the state of Jammu and Kashmir, and Article 370 used to give a special status or temporary special status to the state of Jammu and Kashmir. So by this temporary special status, more powers were in the hand of the J&K Legislative Assembly. But now, since this Article 370 has been repealed and Jammu Kashmir Reorganization Act has been passed in 2019, and earlier the Jammu and Kashmir was a full-fledged state, but now it has become this union territory with special status. Special status here means it has the legislative assembly as well. So now the question is that by the time or since the application of this Jammu and Kashmir Reorganization Act in the Jammu and Kashmir and declaring this Jammu and Kashmir as a union territory, now all the central laws have been made applicable here, and on the basis of this, various people who belong to the SC and ST communities have been given the reservation. So STs have been given 9% reservation and SC has been given the 7% reservation, and this reservation is in the line of the provisions of Constitution of India. So this is the drastic change in the reservation policy of state of Jammu and Kashmir, and this step is also a welcome step for the welfare of the various tribal communities in the state of Jammu and Kashmir. So this you should read this information from this point of view only, and you may get a passage from it. You just know the heading of it, India to make digital map of all villages. तो इंडिया सारे जो गांव हैं उनका डिजिटल मैप बनाएगा. You just be aware, not important from your examination point of view. Now we come to Ukraine crisis. So basically you are aware about this Ukraine crisis. So there was dispute between Russia and Ukraine regarding taking of membership of NATO. NATO is an organization, North Atlantic Treaty Organization, and this belongs to various Western countries. Earlier Ukraine was the part of Russia, but now after 1991 it has declared itself as a independent country. So it wanted to get the membership of NATO, but Russia was against his getting the membership, and it was the concern of Russia that if the Ukraine will get the membership of NATO, it will be detrimental to its own security. But now Russia said that Russia will work with the Western countries, but Western countries should take care its own security issue as well. So basically Western countries, including the USA, UK, they should respect the security of Russia, and Russia does not want war against any country, including the Ukraine. Now we come to next important news. Canada invoke emergency power to quell protesters. So you might have seen in the news some days before, there was protest in the Canada, of various transport workers regarding the COVID health rules. So they blocked the road. So now the first time this Canada has invoked the emergency power. So earlier this emergency was power, but earlier these emergency power were also invoked, but these emergency power have been invoked in this time due to the protest of the various transporters. And the main purpose of invoking this emergency power is to tackle the present situation. So you may be asked the questions, you will not be asked passage upon it, rather you will be asked MCQ type questions like in which country recently emergency powers have been invoked. So the answer will be Russia. Now we come to these are business news and not these are news relating to games and not so important from your examination point of view. So this is my point, my dear students, you should focus upon only that news which is important from your examination point of view. So I have discussed all the important news of today's newspaper. So that's all for today. Thank you very much. I will come again with the next The Hindu newspaper. Till then, thank you very much. Goodbye.